How can you find more shed antlers this winter? How can you find more shed antlers this winter? Last week we talked about the shed process, when bucks shed and why they shed. Today we're going to talk about the specifics on where you can find them. For me, shed hunting is the scout part. When we say scout manage hunt, that is the biggest key for me, is in spring and even late winter looking for sheds. They're really, let's face it, there's not an exact science to finding sheds, and there's not an exact science to where bucks shed their antlers. Finding out how bucks live on the landscape and at the different times of the year when they're in certain areas is what you need to know to find more sheds. Think about it this way. The more you know about where bucks feed, where they bed, and where they're going about their business in, let's just say, January, February, and March, even into April. If you know that, now you have a leg up on where you might find sheds, because let's face it, I found sheds on the side of the road. I found them literally in the back of parking lots, where deer just happen to be walking through. Some random places. Am I going to keep looking in those places? Probably not. I mean, it was a lucky find. But the guys that find sheds over and over and over again normally are really good woodsmen and women in the fact that they know where deer bed, where they prefer to bed, and where they prefer to travel in winter. That's key. Not where they prefer to travel in June, July, August, September, and October. Those prime rutting areas of October and November, or those prime feeding areas in September. Chances are you don't find the sheds there because those food sources have shifted to winter food sources. Winter food sources can be great. Cornfields, soybean stubble, all those places are good. Lee side of hills where the sun's shining down, where deer might bed, those are great. But the way I look at it is two good things that you could do to find sheds. If you aren't already doing it, become a turkey hunter. And if you aren't already doing it, become a trapper. And if you aren't doing those things, think in those terms, because if you're a turkey hunter and you're chasing a gobbler in April or even May, that gobbler normally, if you're running and gunning and he's gobbling and you're going after him, he's going to take you through the best of the habitat. And that's normally where those deer are in wintertime, because they need that overwinter habitat to survive. Trapping, same thing. You're going through swamps, you're going through bottoms, you're going through areas where some of the thick stuff, where the critters love to live, well, those big bucks like to live there too, and chances are they might be their bedding areas in the winter. So that's the way I look at it. Look at it as you're taking a walk in the woods, you're looking for sign, and you're looking for places where maybe I could put a tree stand here next year, or maybe, we could do a deer drive through this area next year. Any way that you're thinking about putting it together for deer hunting is the way you should be approaching it, because that way you're killing two birds with one stone. You're learning more about the habitat, you're learning more about how the deer use it, and oh, by the way, there's a shed, let's go get it.
Hey, I'm Brian Stevens with Spypoint, and over the last 12 months, Spypoint has been hard at work improving technology, customer service, and continuing to be the #1 cellular camera brand in the world. For this today, I want to talk about a brand new camera by Spypoint, and it is the Flex for 2022. What Spypoint has done is they've really solved a problem that no other company has been able to do, and that is to design a dual SIM auto connectivity technology. And basically what this does, it avoids the situation where if you're on a piece of property and you're not sure if it's going to be AT&T, Verizon, or which carrier to use, this camera, the Flex, comes with 2 SIM cards built into the camera, so that way you virtually can put the camera anywhere and it's going to pick up the closest signal or network and solve that problem of having to decide which network to choose, and truly give you that reliability of always capturing pictures and video. From the camera itself, the Flex comes with 33 megapixel images, incredible quality, 1080p video with sound, so you can actually capture those images and video directly to your app and download them immediately. It has GPS capability, so with the new mapping and weather capabilities on the Spypoint app, it will truly show you exactly on your property where the camera is located with, again, that GPS capability. There's other features such as photo, video, time-lapse, but also time-lapse plus. What that is, so you set the camera up, it's going to capture those intervals every 30 minutes. Let's say you have an animal that crosses in front of your camera, it'll capture that image as well. So just overall, an incredible camera for 2022 by Spypoint that is going to solve so many problems and ensure you capture those images and high-quality video every time. Go to spypoint.com/flex to learn more about the new camera.